At this point, the live feeds have been down for probably about an hour and a half for the veto ceremony. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous because let me tell you what happened immediately prior to the veto ceremony. Literally seconds before, like we literally cut to pets immediately following this conversation. Also, this is your spoiler warning. You need to scroll on if you don't like spoilers. Just moments before the feeds cut, Lauren was doing her makeup up in the HOH bathroom with Rachel. And Lauren says to Rachel, at this point, I'm really thinking about using the veto. And she would be using it on Vince. Rachel seems to kind of panic a little bit. And this is how she stared at her for the remainder of this conversation. There was a long, awkward pause. And then Rachel says, Lauren, if you do that, I don't know what I'm going to do. But everyone is going to be an option for the renom. And after another long pause, Rachel says to Lauren, so does me saying that change your opinion about using the veto? And Lauren takes a long pause and says, no, not really. And Rachel says, well, I guess that means that I can't work with you. And here's the thing, Rachel is 100% right. Lauren wants Mickey to go this week, and currently they have the votes to make sure that that happens. But by Lauren using the power of veto to take down Vince, it's gonna make the numbers a little dicey. And also, who the hell could Rachel even put up? Now, what Rachel's been telling people is that she's going to be making a big move. She told Ashley yesterday, they want chaos, well, I might as well just give it to them then. And then she told Keanu, well, the only other option would be a shockwave throughout the house. And Keanu was like, oh my God, what? And he was like, Ashley, no. What about Will? Never. And then he goes, Riley? Oh my God, don't do that. And then he's like, Catherine? And Rachel's only response was, I have no other options. So at this point, I'm leaning towards thinking it's either going to be Riley or Catherine, probably more so Catherine, going up on the block, which kind of would be a big move if you think about it, because by the optics of Rachel's perspective of Lauren's game, Catherine would be close to Lauren. Why Lauren thinks that she needs to use this veto, I don't know, other than the fact that Vince is her number one, her ride or die, her final two, and she just wants to prove that loyalty to him, but she doesn't need to. Even Vince knows that he has the votes and that Mickey's going home, and Vince is also okay with Mickey going home, so I don't understand what they're doing here. Obviously, if I was Vince, of course I would be advocating for not being on the block, duh, but like from Lauren's perspective, it really makes no sense. It really makes no sense. Even if Mickey wins the BB Blockbuster, they have the votes to get out Morgan in that case too. Anyone sitting next to Vince right now, that person's going home. And now that the feeds have been off for so long, I'm just getting nervous about what might be going down. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.